Hey everyone, it is the stockpickprofits.com market update. It is June 19th. It's Juneteenth today, which is the day that Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. So if you're celebrating, celebrate. But it's kind of a lethargic Tuesday today, so let's go ahead and get started. There's kind of a lot in the news, and of course we had a big red day today, so it got a little ugly. The Dow Jones ended up down about 281 points, a little over 1%. S&P was down 11, not even 0.5%. And the NASDAQ was down about 0.25%, 21 points. It started out the same way it did yesterday, right? The big sell down at the beginning, then it kind of trickled up. Didn't quite get the momentum that it got yesterday, the NASDAQ. Even though it got close, about 0.25%, it never went green. I believe this is the 6th straight day of the Dow losing. And now, with today's losses, the Dow is actually red for the year. Boom. Our service is up 55%. So we're doing okay. And that just goes to show that you can make money in any market, in any conditions. For our service today was kind of a sit back today and kind of watch trades and gel trades and build into positions. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes also too. Savar is here and he had asked a question in the group, and Savar, I'm going to answer that in the public show because it's important that everybody hears that. It's going to be great advice and it's going to be stuff you can use. So, hey, Savar, and hey, look who's in the house, Samuel, all the way from California. So let's go ahead and get started. The show again, let's start off right where we ended up yesterday with the trade wars. Not really a trade war. It's really just a war of words right now. With the calculations right now, what we are is we're about 3% upside down on trade with China right now. So, it's not that far to work out. Hey, Sana, welcome back to the show. All you guys, if you post in what where you're from and say hello and stuff. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments. We'll get to them after the little review that we do. But this trade war, it's not really a trade war right yet. And if you're watching all your pundits, they all pretty much feel that way. Jim Cramer. Somebody asked about Jim Cramer last week, right? We feel he's right with this. Really, it's just kind of table setting, positioning, red lines are being drawn, and everybody's kind of putting on the table what they want to achieve from this. And we know what Trump wants to achieve. He wants fair and balanced trade, and hopefully he gets that. And like we said, the market is now officially red again for the year. Last week's rally actually pushed it back green, and now we're all back in the red. But it's stock pick profits. We are in the green. The big hit today was chip stocks. Part of Trump's tariffs list focuses on chip stocks, and China came back with their own threats of tariffs, and that really hit the chip sector. The chip sector has been kind of on fire lately. So, some profit taking makes sense. Do you want to get in at this point? Probably a wait and see situation. Market outlook going forward. We still see this as a bullish market. Nothing's happened to say different. Overall, the long-term trend is still bullish. We're not in a correction or anything like that. We've had a couple pretty ugly days, but those have been strictly news driven. Those aren't. They're not economic. There's no economic drivers behind it and stuff. It's really just the back and forth on the trade wars and stuff like that. There's the big debate about immigration and stuff right now, but that really hasn't played into the market. So, let's start by following up on a question yesterday from Marco. Marco had asked a question yesterday about the Russian debt. We just wanted to verify a few numbers before we went too deep in this, but really look at it like this. These countries buy U.S. debt because the confidence in the United States and America and its economy. Generally, countries, especially like Russia was buying debt hand over fist when oil was down around, $26, $27 a barrel. What they were doing is oil is their economy in Russia, right? I mean, really, oil and nuclear weapons and evidently bots are what drives their economy, and I guess vodka. But, you know, when that happens, their currency, which is a ruble, starts devaluing. And what they do is they buy U.S. debt to kind of counter that and to kind of manage it and stuff. It's a little complex after that, but that's basically what they do. Keep in mind this, that Russia owns about $1 billion in U.S. debt. China and Japan own about $1 trillion each. So, you know, no offense to anyone, but really in the economic scale of things, Russia is pretty insignificant. Unless you're talking the oil markets, their economy's really in shambles. The ruble's not doing well. It never has done well. It's just so beat up from all this oil moves and stuff. And oil's been going down the last couple of weeks too, right? I think we're actually in the red on oil right now. We just came off a big play on oil too. Good thing we got out, huh? Anyways, so, you know, there was a really good question before we get to the actual live questions and stuff. There's a really good question in our service today. You know, we have a private group that you get with the service. And we have a lot of great discussions between the trading team and all the members. There's some fantastic discussions. That's worth the price of admission right there. But Savard asked a question about buying, because we told you a couple of days ago, you know, we like Bank of America. We've been buying some Bank of America options. And when we made the call, the options were at 53 cents. Right now, they're about, what, 27, 28 cents, something like that. Maybe 26 cents. But what Savard was asking was, he had just gotten into the play. So with the recommendation, buy and pay no more than 53 cents. What should I pay today? It's at 26 cents. Well, the first thing to remember is what you can always get is the ask. The ask is your market price, right? If you put in a market order, you're going to get executed at the ask. So if you're looking at the Bank of America options, say they're 24 by 23 cents, 24 cents on the bid, 26 cents at the ask, right? That means on the ask, you can absolutely buy this option contract for that ask price right now. Always use limit orders, okay? And this all comes down to your rules for buying. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they build positions, and we're like that too. Generally, we like to buy about 5% of the portfolio, right? Any given play, we never play more than 5% on the portfolio, and that allows us to be up to 20 plays at a time, right? 5 times 20 is 100. So that means 100% of your portfolio would be 20 plays, because things happen, right? Things happen. Sell downs, Trump tweets, somebody gets a hair up there, you know what, and the markets turn, the markets rally. So even though you're in these established positions that you're confident with and you want to keep, you might come up with other opportunities. You always want to have a little cash flow. So we like 5%. We recommend 3 to 5% of your portfolio, and that is the rule. That is written in stone. That's biblical. So, and our subscribers know that. But what we do in Financial Reboot and Stock Pick Profits, as far as the trading team, because we have all these portfolios and stuff that we're managing, we do what's called the 3-5 rule. So what we do is, when that call originally goes out, you guys know we have a model portfolio. We buy and sell exactly what we make as calls. But in all the other portfolios, so we're very strict about that model portfolio. And that's because we want it for tracking records, right? Look, if we make the call at 53 cents, it goes down to 27, then it goes to $1.50. We still just get the credit for making the call from 53 cents. Now, it'd be nice if we could just fudge the numbers like other people do, but we don't do that. But what we do is the 3-5 rule. So what we'll do is we're looking for 5% of our portfolio. Say that's $1,000, right? We're going to buy $1,000 worth of contracts. What we'll do is on our first buy, we'll buy 3%. And then we'll kind of sit back, take a look at it. Maybe it'll pull back a little bit. Maybe it just takes off. We have option contracts do different things. And then we'll go in and we'll get that other 2% and kind of average it down. It's called building a position. That's one way to do it. A lot of traders we know, if you're going to buy 5%, you buy 5%, right? It's at 53 cents. You're expecting it to go to $1.50. In between that ride, you don't care as long as you end up at $1.50 where you expected, right? So you just go in, you buy, and you just kind of take it easy until it blows up there. That's the 3-5 rule. Now, the other rule is always use limit orders and always check your ask, right? And your bid. So what you want to do is go in there. Look, if I had a candy bar and I told you, Sana, you said you want to buy this candy bar. It's 53 cents. But you know what, Sana? Today, I'll give it to you for 26 cents. What if you said, would you ever say to me, hey, Pat, that's okay, I'll pay the 53 cents. But that's what you're doing when you put in a market order. You're just saying, give me whatever price, right? And that's a free willy order. And you don't want to do that. So always use limit orders. You always go in, you check what the ask is. As long as that's below your buy entry level, get the cheapest price you can. Always get the cheapest price you can. The cheaper, the better. We've had these things happen. The Nike play was one of them. There was another play where the Nike's play especially, right? We called the sale. We were at about almost 300% when we called the sale. We put in trailing stops, man. By the time that thing tapped out, we had gotten another 100% on it. So, you always use those limit orders, and, trailing stops are the same thing. You just want to make sure you want to tell them what you're willing to pay. Don't leave anything up to chance. And the other way to do that is never put a good till canceled order. Okay, we don't do that. Our order is good for the day. Why do we do that? Well, again, we want control. We don't want that order just rolling over, and in the morning, maybe you got a phone call or something when the market opens. Something happens to that option contract. You've got an order sitting in there from yesterday. You miss out on about 80% because it executes. That's no fun, right? So anyway, that's the tip from us to all you viewers out there. You follow your buy rules. And your buy rules are, we like the 3-5 rule. The main rule here is that we never buy more than 3 to 5% of any position in the portfolio. That way we always have room to make plenty of plays. That way we always have room to jump on a quick trade if we find one. And that way too, when we have a loss, it doesn't hurt us, okay? Then you always use limit orders. You tell them what you're willing to pay, okay? You don't ever just come in, throw your credit card on the table, say, I want that. Put it on the card. No, you tell them what you want to pay, and you're very strict about that. And then you always keep your orders in, just good to cancel. Now, as we go on with the show, we're going to talk about stop losses, okay? And that's not for today because we're running a little long and we want to get everybody's questions in and stuff. But we'll start a discussion for using stops, because it's been a great thing. We've got all the members trying to guess why we don't use stops. We don't use stops at Stock Pick Profits, and there's a very good reason for it. And everybody's trying to guess why it is. So, and we've had some fantastic guests. Guesses, excuse me, not guests. Well, we've had great guests too, but we've had some fantastic guesses, and you guys keep in tune, because when you hear why, it actually makes a lot of sense, and it's actually a lot of old school traders use this rule. So look, let's scroll down and see what's going on with the questions. Kind of a sluggish Tuesday, right? We didn't expect much people, but Sana, hope everything's well in Sweden. Savar, hey gang. Savar says, what's up? We say what's up right back at you. So I hope you got that, Savar. So that's how we do it. Within our trading team, we're always looking to buy about 5% for any play. So what we'll do is we'll go in and we'll grab 3%, kind of take a look at it, just like the Bank of America, right? It's kind of pulled back with this whole market thing. But we don't want to bail on the play because it hasn't broken any key levels and it's still looking like a great play. So you go in and you buy your 3%, and then, it pulls back to 26 and you grab another 2%. And then, hey, Marco, we were just talking about you, Marco. Uh, we were talking about, we'll go over that again since we got a few minutes. Not a whole lot of questions today, but that's how we do it, Sever. And then just follow those rules. So if you're going to buy 5% and you're looking to do something like that, that's the way we do it. We'll go in and buy 3% of the position. And then we'll kind of watch it, because sometimes they'll move too, and you don't want to chase them, right? And that's where your limit order comes in. Always use limit orders. Always check that ask. Make sure you get the best price possible. Don't be afraid to change orders. You know what I mean? If you put it in, say the ask is at 24 cents, you put it in at 24 cents, it bumps up a couple cents, you're not executing. Don't be afraid. You're still under that 53 buy level. You know, just change the order, make it 26 cents, but do not ever use a market order. Okay. And always use good for the day orders. We want those things to clear out at the end of the day so we can reanalyze them in the morning and reset those properly. You never know. You miss out on a lot of opportunities if you leave it up to the broker. Never leave it up to the broker. We always tell people we like Schwab. We love Schwab. Schwab is really good too. We've had a couple times where whatever we were doing, they executed us at a better price too. Schwab works hard for their clients. We love Schwab, but don't leave it up to them. And then let's a little bit more on how the 100%. Oh, so look, that's real simple. Look, if you say your buy program is $200, right? You're buying $200 worth of options every play. So if I buy one and it washes and goes to zero, I lose $200, right? Well, if I buy one and it goes to 100, right, I make $400. I get my $200 back and I make 200 more, right? So now it takes two losers to negate one winner. So right there, you only have to hit, I think when we did the actual calculations, it was that you have to hit like 52% of your plays and you're still profitable. And you see it on our tracker, right? When we went through that big thing in April, right? Where everybody's just getting freaking hammered, right? I mean, option contracts were just dying left and right for everybody. And we got caught in a wash. We had 5 losers in a row. We were still up 55% for the year. We're actually down 10% from where we were right after that, right? We were at about 65, 66%. We just had a wash with those Cisco puts, which Cisco. But that's what it is. And that's all it is. It's just smart leveraging. It's just really, really the way to do things. You know, if you're smart about things, look, most people, 96% of the people that trade options lose money. We do not lose money. We never lose money. We might lose a trade, but we never lose money. And that's kind of the proprietary information, but it's good public knowledge, but that's how that works. Let's see. Marco. Yeah. Yeah, Marco, that's kind of work it out with Schwab. The main thing is you can buy and sell calls and puts. And it's a funny thing, you know, let's talk about that too real quick. Since we still got a few minutes. Every brokerage for some reason is different. Some level 1 some level 0 is just covered calls, which is very basic. Then you need level 1 for something else and level 2 for buying and selling just normal calls and puts. Which is basic options. What you do, Marco, is go in and try to put in an order and see what the message is. Because if you're with Schwab, what will happen is this. If you're not approved, it'll take you right to the approval. But try and see. Because this is a funny thing, too. We had this happen about 2 years ago. And Samuel will remember this, but we actually had like different accounts with Schwab, and they were all approved for level 1, and one of them wouldn't let you buy the normal calls and puts, and one would. So really that levels is a discretionary thing. It's not a set in stone thing as far as regulations go. So every brokerage is different. So what you do, Marco, is go ahead and try to put in an order. You know, we still got some live buys on the current plays chart. And if you want to post in the group, we'll help you with that. But go ahead and try and put in an order. Because yeah, we're itching to get you traded too. You know what I mean? It doesn't help any of us unless you make money. And you can't make money without trading. But we want to get you in the action too, Marco. You've been ready. So go ahead and try to put in one of the orders, maybe like the Bank of America or one of those that are still live. Just go ahead and try to put it in and see. Like level 1 should work. It's just basic options, so it should work. But like I was just saying, and Sam knows this too. It was the damnedest thing. We had that one account that they insisted on us getting level 2 approval to buy and sell calls and puts. So it all depends. Who knows? It might be the guy that answers the phone. You know what I mean? But don't be afraid to call your broker. But the best way to find out is go ahead and try and put in an order, Marco. And then in the group, let us know what happened. And if it went through, then you're all good. If it didn't, then we can work on it from there. But level 1 should work. So, Marco, the other thing we were talking about was one of our members asking about investing options in any Elon. They asked if there are opportunities. There's options for Tesla. SpaceX isn't a publicly traded. It has to be a publicly traded company. I believe for Elon, I believe only Tesla's is only publicly traded company. But Tesla, we play Tesla. We're actually looking at Tesla right now. There's a lot going on with that. We don't want to let any cats out of the bag, but don't be surprised if you see TSLA on some kind of text. But yeah, look, Tesla is really going through some fun stuff right now, right? I mean, there was actually even the news yesterday that Elon Musk sent out the internal memo, right? He says he's got a spy that's doing some sabotage and stuff. So it's just a curious story right now. Tesla's a fantastic company. The product is incredible. Elon Musk is just a revolutionary human being, just out of this world with the thinking, with SpaceX and stuff. Unfortunately, SpaceX you can't trade right now, but you can trade Tesla, and he's got big plans for Tesla. So, like I said, you guys are subscribers. You guys keep your eyes out because we've been actually looking real close at Tesla, and we found something we really like with it. But if you're not, there it is. I mean, if you guys want to be a part of it, there it is. Let me just scroll through the questions, making sure. But that was a great question, Samuel. About Elon Musk. He does have this big web of private businesses right now, and really, I think we'll go double check it. I'll have the team double check it for you guys. But right now, if I'm not mistaken, really the only thing you could play on it is Tesla. But like I said, we've seen some things from Tesla we really liked, and some things developing that we see something really huge going on here. So we'll keep you updated on that. And like we said, if you're not part of our program and you want to be, there's a link there if you guys want to get involved. You can always tune into the free show. But let's scroll down here. Yeah, Marco, we want to get you in there, man. Go ahead and try that order and let us know. I was just going to review things, but let me just review real quick, Marco, because you had asked this question yesterday. The follow-up from the Russian debt sales discussion, because we're running a little bit overtime, a couple minutes, but just for you, Marco, just for you. What it is most times, and we just wanted to check a figure on that before I came out and made a public statement that could be held against me. Who knows? But in the scope of things, really Russia economically is insignificant. And we don't mean to say that to insult anyone. They're just insignificant. Outside of the oil market, they're really nothing. Russia is about three things: oil, right? Espionage, and vodka, right? Other than that, they don't have much of a market. Their currency is not worth anything. outside of their country and stuff. But what people use debt for, you got to remember, the United States of America, people have the most confidence in our economy. It's been around, what, centuries, right? It's been successful. It's always grown. It's never gotten, it's contracted, but it's always re-expanded and expanded further than the previous time. And you guys got to stop doing that. I think you guys have learned how to break my train of thought, and you're using it against me. Anyways, and you know what, Tala? That's how you do it too, right there. Thank you. God bless you all. But what happens is when the let's turn back to when oil was crashing. It was down about $26 a barrel. I'm sure you guys remember that. I think it was a summer ago. But what happens is, because of Russia is so dependent on oil, that just destroys their currency, the ruble, right? And it just throws in this economic upset. It's just upside down. And what happens is they'll go ahead and buy U.S. debt, and they'll use that to hedge against their currency and its devaluation, right? And they'll use that to control that. Russia was buying all that debt when that was happening. Now look at oil. Oil is just on a great rebound, right? Even with the recent pullback the last couple of weeks, it's still really strong. I believe it's about $65 a bottle right now, a bottle. Let's go buy a bottle of oil. $65 a barrel right now. So that's a nice price, right? It's especially compared to 26. But so as that improves, their currency improves, well, they'll start unwinding some of the debt, right? Now, here's the scope of it. And look, again, nothing against meant to be insulting here, but on a global scale, Russia's economy is really not that significant outside of the oil commodities market. Okay, and here's your proof of that. You consider that Russia owns about $1 billion in U.S. debt, right? Japan and China individually own about $1 trillion each. So you see how insignificant that is. It makes a good headline. It creates all those emotions that get you to click it, but really it's not that significant. It's better fodder than it is trading info. And then I love Investing's here. Welcome, guys. Thanks for sponsoring us. You guys are the best. Can you please talk about what our service is and how we help the two? Oh, yeah, you bet. Look, the way the service works is it's built for traders of any level, okay? Whether you're brand new, never seen an option contract, never had a brokerage account, whether you've been trading for years. What we do is we teach you step by step. You actually, and Samuel can verify this, that's really the office's kind of thing is they handle this, and we're not really good salespeople in the trade room, so I'm going to do my best here to explain it. But you guys click that link if you want to get some really good information on it. But look, this is how it works. It's built for any kind of trader, any kind of style, any kind of experience. And what it is we have a private group, and the minute you subscribe, you go right into the private group. You're welcome to ask any questions. No question is a stupid question. The only bad question is the one you don't ask. All that stuff. So you come into this group. We got great members who are all willing to help. You see, they come out. We got a few of them that come out and support the show daily. It's a great community. We have instructional videos. When we make buys and sells, we actually go on screen and show you how to buy it step by step. It's just perfect. We have research. We discuss the market. We talk about the market during the day. We teach you about all kinds of technical stuff. If you want to learn trading, it's a great place to do it. If you don't want to learn trading and you just want to make money, it's a great place to do it. It's really built for everyone. We're very proud of this. We're very proud of the program that the office has built. The team really enjoys it. We enjoy the interaction with the clients and stuff. And look, like Samuel's saying, our goal is to create 1,000 millionaires. Now, this is the trade team. We can comment on this. The whole company's goal is to make 1,000 millionaires, and we're going to do it. And that's how we're going to do it. So you guys, if you want to get involved, click the link. If not, just keep watching the show and stuff. Enjoy, No, Roland. It's one service, stockpickprofits.com. You're confusing the hyper growth, which is actually just an upgrade of the service. So it's same service. The only difference is the hyper growth is your upgrade. So if you guys click that link on the screen, you guys will see. But it's one service, it's one membership room and all that. So, and Samuel said it best, man. You bet, Louis. Our goal is to create 1,000 millionaires in the market with zero experience. Tala, who's here, no experience. Sana, no experience. All these people are no experience. Roland got a little bit of experience. I think it was Forex and stuff. And Roland also paper traded before he actually signed up, which was a smart thing to do. Be prudent about what you're doing. But it's exactly what Samuel said. Zero experience. Join us, amigo. Why not? It's built for everybody. And then just to say a shout out to Louis Foreman. Thanks for joining us. What's up, buddies? Game on, never hooks. Check. Yeah. Join us every day. We're on every market day, Louis, and it's great to have you, man. So let me just go through the daily agenda. Looks like we covered everything. Anybody got any more questions? We're about 10 minutes over time. That's okay. We don't mind spending it with you if it's productive. But, just kind of to review today, the trade wars are still the big thing. But look, here's the biggest thing. And we're actually going to post this article in I Love Investing because it was good. But the Oracle of Omaha, you guys know who that is? You guys know who the Oracle of Omaha is? He says everything is going to be okay. And you know what? This guy has been right for decades. So as long as Warren Buffett feels like we're on the right side of the trade, I feel confident. And Warren says Mr. Buffett says we're on the right path. Yeah, there you go, Marco. Marco, first guess. Boom. But that's the Oracle of Omaha. And Warren Buffett came out today and he said this is not a bad thing. It hasn't turned into that. It's just positioning. It's just exactly what we've been telling you as viewers. It's that war of words, it's the setting tables, it's the drawing lines, so let's see. Oh, Tala is over here. What's Tala up to? What are you saying? Tala says it's real. The team is awesome. Great gains, Louis. And then she said, oh, womp, womp, womp. Few losses, of course. Yeah. Nobody hits 100%. Man, if we could hit 100%, wouldn't that be great? Right? And Savard, thanks. I know I keep mispronouncing your name, and Samuel scolds me every time. The team scolds me every time. I don't know what's wrong with me, Savard. Your name is just... I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's our pleasure, man. They're fun for us, too. And what makes it fun is you guys with your questions and all your comments and stuff, So, Roland went to the bathroom. See, Roland, that's the market, man. You blink and you miss it. But anyways, no, it's one service. It's stockpickprofits.com. What you're talking about is the hyper growth, which is the upgrade, which before Friday, we're going to have a hyper growth release. So, you know what I mean? We want to buy that into the right movement. So, but it's all prepared, ready to go. We're just waiting for that trigger to hit, and it's going to hit. It'll probably hit either late tomorrow or sometime on Thursday during the market, the way the chart's looking. So, you know what I mean? And Louis, thank you so much for showing up. Come on back. And haha, just don't come. That's just a whistle, right? And then yeah, Roland. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. Roland, man, you're awesome. You're awesome. Roland, we've mentioned Roland before, man. Roland, actually, when he was getting ready to sign up, he paper traded, and which means you play with a fake account and you practice and stuff like that. He was really diligent. He was really studious, and he really put some time into it. And what's up, Seth? Getting some shout outs in there. Let's see. Anything else in here? Samuel and no. Okay. Well, I mean, if you guys have any more questions, man, Roland, but did you get it? Roland, it's the same service. It's just there's an upgrade to it. That's all. And with that hyper growth, it's not, like right now, I think we've got like about 8 plays on the board right now. That's not how hyper growth works. These are very selective plays, so they're an upgrade. And they come with some very intricate reports and stuff and some videos to go along with it that the team is preparing. But it's a whole special thing. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Most of you guys in the group have upgraded. If you haven't upgraded, get a hold of Samuel or Laura and get signed up. But it's really a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's really educational for all of us. So, yeah. Share the video, Roland, please. We like that. We absolutely like that. Yeah, Roland. Roland just got the upgrade yesterday, ma'am. And you're gonna be so happy with this, Roland. I you know what I mean. I don't want to use the G word because we're not supposed to use those words. But look, since we're kind of about 15 minutes over, and it's been and always remember that too, Roland. Tala is keeping an eye on you. We see her do it in the group and stuff. You mind your P's and Q's, or Tala is there. So we have a lot of fun in the group. That's one of the biggest things about it. We make a lot of money and we have a lot of fun. And that's what trading should be about. If you're losing your hair, if you're grumpy all the time, if you're pissing and moaning, you're doing something wrong, okay? You should be making money in any kind of market, but more than anything, you should be having fun. You hear Samuel and Laura in the office talk about it all the time. Live, man, live, enjoy your weekend, man, from Friday afternoon till Monday when you punch in to go to work. Enjoy everything, enjoy life, man, and you can't do it without having a little money, but enjoy. If you're trading and it's causing you got to take Pepto-Bismol half the day, you're doing it wrong. Click the link and at least find out, at least check it out. So look, guys, we're going to kind of close on that. If everyone's okay with that, the team wanted to thank everybody for, supporting today. Samuel, Roland, Tala, Marco, Savar. See how bad I can butcher your name during a show. I know Samuel's over there ready to scold me, but I know, you know what? He's a great guy. We know Roland. We've known Roland for a couple years, man. He's a fantastic person, and that's why we're so happy when he succeeds, because it's like your little brother succeeding. You just feel so good. It's like when you succeed. It's like a sister, man. You know how proud you feel when they graduate from high school, when they get a great job, when they get awards and stuff. That's how we feel, because that's how close we are with everybody. It's a family, and that's why. If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for, the Samuel had asked to kind of explain, or I Love Investing had asked to kind of explain a little deeper on this. If that's what you're looking for, no experience necessary. If you want to just make money, you can just make money. If you want to learn a little bit, you can learn a little bit. But if you want to do it in an environment where you're first, where you're important, where you feel like you're with family looking out for you, everybody's got everybody's back, then that's the service for you. Okay. And that's as much of a sales pitch as you're going to get from me. So, I mean, you want to have fun, make money. There it is. But look, so I guess we can kind of tie it up for the day. It's been a great Tuesday. It was kind of a lethargic day today, right? Kind of like a sit and watch day. Nothing really happened as far as breaking technical levels or anything. I mean, the most depressing news that came out of today was the fact that the Dow's red for the year. Boo-hoo. You know what I mean? Dow goes up, Dow goes down. We make money either way. So look, gang, we're gonna call it a day. Thank you all for joining us. Don't forget, if you want to get involved, go ahead and click that link. As far as trade wars and stuff, let's let this play out. The table's being set for the negotiations. Thank you, Savar. Thank you. You know, silly American I am. But if we'll let this Trump thing play out, let's see how it is. We like the way we're positioned. We're always looking for more opportunities. We still feel the market's in this long-term bullish trend. Should be okay. You're always going to have blips in the radar, right? The big thing that got hit today for all of you bargain hunters, maybe you want to go look at chips. And some of them had really bad days today. I think NVIDIA was down pretty good. NVIDIA, one of the biggest winners for the year, right, so far in 2018. It's just astronomical gains. So, for you bargain hunters, there might be a chance if you wanted to buy NVIDIA, that's a good place to get it. And the Russian debt, don't worry about it. That's more of a clickbait headline than anything else. Like we said, the Russians own about $1 billion in debt. If you look at Japan and China, they own like $1 trillion each. So, you know what I mean? It's a drop in the bucket. So let's call it a show. Let's call it a Tuesday. Let's all go have some fun. You guys have a great afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow right after the market. From the StockPickProfits.com team, all of us in Hawaii, we bid you thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, gang.